In this video we're gonna make ICBMs and spawn them from above. But first, before we get started, there's a small error we need to fix. And if you look closely, when I press play, you can see that the turret is aiming towards us while it shouldn't be doing it. So let's fix that first. And the reason it is because we are keeping the mouse world location at 0 instead of our own X location. So we need to edit this function once more, and we need to get our actor location and right click, split struct pin, and we need to set it to our own X and save and play. And now it's finally really working. So let's get started with the ICBMs. We can close this one again. I'm going to drag a cylinder once more and drag a cone on top of it once more. And then I'm going to place them in the middle, so I'll reset the positions, and then I can simply pull this up, select them both with Shift, Blueprints, convert selected components to Blueprint class. I'll make a new folder called ICBM, and I will call it BP ICBM. And the ICBM will be very similar to the ABM, but there are some small changes to it, of course. Let's start by renaming the components. So this is our base, and this is our warhead. And now I'll select them both and then scale them down. First like this, then like this. And I want this to be a rather large missile. And of course we have learned from the ABM that we need to rotate this to the forward location. So I will rotate this now, and then rotate this. Move this forward again, and now we have this thing over here with no behavior, because we still need to add the projectile movement component. And this one is going to go a little faster, 400, and then again no gravity, because I don't want to be bothered with it. So now when we press play, the missile is moving towards us. Let's rotate it down, pull it up, and it's falling down. Oh, something glitched, not sure what happened. So with the ICBM pretty much done already, we will add the collision behavior later. We can get started on the ICBM spawn point. So I'm gonna go to the content browser into the ICBM folder, create a blueprint class based on a simple actor, and I'm going to call it BP ICBM spawn. Now what we're gonna do here is we're going to add a box. And this is basically simply a box with it defines a box in which the ICBMs can spawn. And I'm going to place ICBM spawn in the world, right on the player start, rotate it around, pull it up. Now what I want to do, when I press play, the box is invisible. So I'm not sure whether the box is large enough. So to make this box visible in game, I can search for hidden in game, disable the flag, save, go back to my game, and now you can see I can see the box. So I'll stop and take it up, and I'm going to make this larger until, yeah, that looks about right. We don't really want to have ICBMs in all the corners because our factories will be based around here. So stop, and now we can start to create our spawning. And for this I'm going to use timers and the begin play event. So I'll remove the tick and the begin overlap, and I'll start with set timer by function name. So this will execute. Oh, I selected the wrong one. Set timer by function name, and I'll call the function spawn ICBM, and the time I'm going to create a variable so we can easily find the time, spawn interval, and I'll change the type to a float, clear the settings, and then to set a default value I must first compile the blueprint. I'll set it to 1 second so you can easily see what's going on. Get spawn interval, set it to the time, and then I will leave the looping unchecked because I want to change the time. Every time a missile spawn, I want it to be a little more difficult. So I'll just reset the timer every time the spawn ICBM function is called. First we need to create the function called spawn ICBM. And then here I will start by spawn actor from class. And I'll set the class to pp underscore ICBM. And then I need to give it a transform. And this is where the box comes in. I will right click, split the struct bin, and I will get the box, and I will get the bounding, get component bounds. So this is the description of the box. And now I can use this to generate a random point within this box. Random point in bounding box from the origin and the box extent, and I can use this to set the spawn location. Now when I press play and eject so I can see it, you see that not every second because I forgot to reset the timer. So let's do that right now. And I will just go back to the event graph, copy and paste this here, drag it a little closer, save, compile and play, eject, and now you can see every second it's spawning an ICBM at a random point in the box. It's just going in the wrong way. So we need to fix up the rotation. And if we go here and we see how it was rotated, we can check over here that we need to change the roll. 90 degrees and then play. It wasn't a roll, then it's probably the pitch. 90 degrees. Yeah, that's looking better, but we just need to rotate it to minus 90 degrees. So, glitching again, but the ICBMs are raining down. Let's stop. Let's put the spawn interval to 5 seconds. Save and play. There it comes. So this concludes this video. We've got working ICBMs, and in the next video we're gonna take a look at the landscaping tools. See you then.